I can't take it no more. This is what you do to me. I'm done. And that's how you get rid of that piece of shit. Smile for the camera.
I'm surprised this thing's fucking running.
Yeah,
If this thing lasts all the way through this cut, I'm buying everybody dinner.
So, I don't know if you can see, a little bit of rust in there, but it's loose rust, so I can like wipe it out, vacuum it out. I don't know, I have to figure that out. But the funny thing is, I put friggin' 5 gallons of gas in here, and the car barely ran. I mean, it was running rich. Well, I don't think I burned 5 gallons of gas. Maybe that's why it didn't have any pressure. Maybe, but I already got a new pump. I didn't pay for it. It came with the car, so I'm gonna pop that in. So that's still hooked up, and new pump's over here. Here's the sending unit here. So here's the sending unit. So I'm gonna pop this pump off. I'll check that sock out, see how that is. But this was all dry. I'm like, why is this dry? No, because there's no gas in it. And I still can't figure out why I have no gas in it. Now I am baffled on that. So let me swap this pump out and everything, get some gas and put in that damn piece of shit and that shit vet. And let's see if I can get this running and get some fuel pressure. I didn't know I ran out of gas or anything like that, but this piece of shit here burned up 5 gallons just sitting in my driveway idling, maybe revving up to about 2,000 RPMs. So with that said, I'm getting gas. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I put the new sending unit in, not sending unit, but the new fuel pump in. I cleaned the sending unit up. Don't have a gasket, so I used some black RTV for a gasket. Hopefully that will work. I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point. So new fuel pump's in, 7 gallons of gas is in. I'm now going to prime it, and let's see where our fuel pressure brings us. Way better than the old pump. Boom, I'm gonna crank it over. Fire in the hole. Well, help if I had a battery. I think my battery's fucked. Let's see what's going on. Good. Battery or the starter. Right again. Alright, so I'm actually going to let that charge up. So I'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, so I just put a brand new AC Delco from GM ignition module in the distributor inside this 87 Corvette. Now I'm charging the battery up. So I was on vacation doing a little research because I was on vacation, and found out that in the TPI, the ignition module, actually controls the injectors. Now I just seen that the injector pulsated for a second or two, and I'm like, yeah, it's working. So I disregarded that. But now I'm charging battery up, and we're gonna see if this thing starts. So hang tight. It already is flashing. All right, we'll prime the pump for a second or two. Build some pressure up. And nothing on the dash works. So the other thing that I was reading is that the tach won't work. Battery's dead still. Let me put on high boost. All right, so I had that thing probably smoking the battery by now. Let's see what happens. Oh, come on. Actually sounds like the starter might be fucked. That don't sound good at all. Great, just when I probably fixed the goddamn thing. This is what I'm gonna get. Up. Well, guys. Yes. Oh, I got paint on my head. Fuck it. Character. So, it runs. So apparently it must be the mass airflow sensor. Never ran on its own, really. I mean, it did that one time. It kind of ran, but it ran like shit. It's still running like shit. Just at idle, it wouldn't let me give it any gas, but now I can actually give it gas. I'm going to go and order the mass airflow sensor now. Hopefully somebody has it in stock. I don't know. And we're going to take this for a drive. Hopefully that fixes the problem. But, okay, yeah. So, let me keep charging that battery up, make a couple phone calls, and see if I can get me a mass airflow sensor today. See you in a little bit. All right, guys, so I got a used mass airflow sensor from eBay because the parts store I deal with, they couldn't get it. They said they ordered it, but they actually ordered the harness, the connector. I don't know. So I just got this one in today from eBay. So we're gonna go pop this in and see if we can drive this thing today and get it running smoothly. So that's the goal. We'll see how we're gonna see how that works out. So let me get going. So I don't know about you guys, but I am actually tired of this thing not running. I want this thing to run so bad so I can drive it. I've had it for a couple months now, and every time I thought I could figure out what was wrong with it, I have no idea what's wrong with it. So we're going to tighten this one up so we don't get no extra air going past the mass airflow sensor and have it run like crap. I'm going to take this one off. I think it should still be unplugged, because I don't believe I plugged it back in. Why would I do that when it was running without it? Yeah, so it's not plugged in. There's the harness right here. Alright, so this one here, purple dot's bad one. This yellow dot, good one. That goes down like that. That one over there like that. Tighten this one up now. So, we probably got a 125% chance of this thing not running right. So, okay. Let me plug the sensor in. Hopefully the battery is charged up. Hopefully. So we'll see what happens. It's all plugged in. Let me go around the other side and roll that window down and crank it over. Here goes nothing for a waste of $60. That's what it was, mass airflow sensor. Now, I do have a slight vacuum leak in the runners. I'm not worried about that right now, but I want to put some air in the tire. Air in the tires and try and get started again. Take two. There we go. Again. tried a lot. I don't like Corvettes, but I tried. I love the twin port injections. You just look awesome. I bought you a new PVC valve and hose. I bought you a new thermostat. I got you a mass airflow sensor, ignition module, spark plugs, wires, all the sensors you wanted. Every sensor you have, I bought it for you. I even bought you a new fuel pump and fuel filter. I've cleaned your tank out for you. I put my hand in there and I wiped it all out with all that loose rust. Wasn't a lot, but you still had some. No one else would do that for you, but I've tried. I just don't know what to do with you anymore. I can't take it no more. This is what you do to me. I'm done. And that's how you get rid of that piece of shit. No, please don't. No, no. I'm going to make it better. I promise. I love you. I love you. I'm going to make it all better for you. Oh, just hang in there, buddy. Just hang in there. I'm going to make it all better. All better. I'm working on it. All right, guys. So I think I found the problem to what's going on besides the bullet holes. So let me dive into this and get this going, and I'll show you what's wrong with it. So just bear with me, guys, while I'm working on this. I don't want her to die. To save her. Almost there. I definitely know what the problem is, so I'm working on it. So let me remove these runners. So didn't dawn on me, shit, until later on what the problem actually was. So, and we're going to now fix it. All right, guys, so come on. What is this damn cold start injector. Guess that was probably the return line or something. I thought I disconnected them all. I don't even know what size these injectors are. I know they're aftermarket. And got it. Also mangled that and that. That's trash. Try and keep all my hardware together so I know where it's at. All right, now, need my screwdriver. It's all the way over there. Oh, shit. Also going to need a pair of pliers. Yes, I am. So, mud dopplers are built a house down there. They probably already moved out. So, all right, sweat my ass off. There you go. Get a pair of pliers. I got my 10mm. That looks like a 13 or 14. Guys, I think I got the Corvette under control. That was a close call on that one. Just a little graze wound, that's all. Nothing major. But yep, so I'm working on her, getting there. Soon. She's stable right now. A little critical, but more stable. So, but let me finish working on her and we'll get her revived. I guarantee it. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is clean up these intake runners. No, I don't know what they are. I'm going to clean up the heads. What the fuck? Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clean up the heads, get a nice maintenance surface on there, and then I'm going to put the intake back on. So bear with me. I'm trying to revive this old girl now. Doing it the right way, by the way. Doing the way it should have been done the first time I got it. So, with that said, let me get going. Take a look at this. Look how clean that is inside there. Like I said, it's only got 83,000 miles on it, but for 87 oil and all that crap, it is actually spotless. I was just cleaning up all the dirt on the side of the valve covers when I was spraying the CRC stuff and cleaning up all the residue off of the heads. But yeah, this thing is pretty clean inside. This is the reason why I'm keeping it. So yep, let me get back to saving this puppy's life. So I get the gasket set. Be right back. And here we have the complete gasket set that we'll be using, most likely. So yeah, now it's time to go. All right guys, so I just cleaned the heads where the intake bolts into, and you can see the dirt. I cleaned all the threads and all of them. So make sure you always do that, because it makes life a lot easier when you want to take everything back out again. Just run the chaser in there and get all that dirt out of there. So now they're all nice and clean. I'm not gonna have a problem with my install. So let me install the intake and all that other crap and get this puppy running so we can blast these tires off of it. All right, gun. I think we're gonna save her. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. Air hammer. Air hammer. Pliers. Pliers. She's coming back alive. Yes. 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 All right, guys. This is it. This is the reveal of the new life of the Corvette. Yep, I put a carburetor on this sumbitch. So, let's squirt some gas in it. Let's crank her over. Add that off a little bit. Sounds like my starter's dying. A lot. Fuck. Crazy. I can't be that far out of time. I'm trying. Sounds better. Put a little bit more time in. Alright. I got an exhaust leak. Got exhaust, yeah, I got exhaust leak right there from the shit emissions. I can't fill the floats up because obviously it's a marine carburetor and it's the other way around. I didn't get to fit in time to hook that shit up. So I'm trying to bottle feed it. Now you're wondering why I got a marine carburetor. Well, I'm gonna go underwater with it. So it's good for a marine carburetor. Some bitch. Maybe that's too much gas, but we'll see what happens. Whoop, backfired. Yeah, I think I got it. Timing's a little off. I gotta readjust the timing. Just a little bit. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Oh well, fuck it. Well, I know it's not knocking. Alright guys, so that's going to end it on this series of this piece of crap Corvette that I have here. I know the engine's good. I wanted to drive it. Apparently there's no brake pedal or nothing like that. I do have the timing off a little bit, so I got to pop the distributor out and put it back in. I don't have time to do all that shit, but we know it runs. Didn't go as planned as I wanted to. I kind of screwed up at the end. I think I put the distributor off a little bit. I was rushing to get it done because I'm working on multiple projects at once, and I'm on a time crunch. Trying to get this run in for you guys. I gotta get U-joints in my daughter's Jeep, and my main concern is my Z28. So that's what I actually bought this for, is to get that motor and trans and pop it in there. I did it for the mileage, and it did run for several seconds on the tune port injection, but I was going carburetor, and I just want to play with it here and make a fun video for you guys. So if I disappointed you all in that, I'm sorry about that. But if you do want to see it run and drive again, it's going to be in a Z28. So it's just going to be about another 8 months before that happens. So apologize if you are a little upset over that, but it's a video. I'll have another one out. So I'll see you guys again soon. You know, car, I wanted to give you a chance. I did. I gave you new sensors. I gave you new thermostat. I gave you new ignition module, a new fuel pump, fuel filter, plugs and wires. But you just didn't want to cooperate with me. I don't know what else I can do. All right, take two. You must really know that I don't like Corvettes, because you treated me like shit the whole time we've been together. I gave you new sensors. I gave you a new ignition module, new spark plugs and spark plug wires, and also a thermostat I gave you. And last but not least, I gave you a bunch of more things. You know, like a fuel filter, fuel pump. I gave you a fuel pump. And this is how you treat me. This is ridiculous. Tune port injection. I know Corvettes. I know it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. I really don't like Corvettes, but I tried. I tried with all my heart to like you, but you just wouldn't cooperate with me. And you just now leave me with no choice. No choice whatsoever. I gave you a new PVC valve and hose too, by the way. Just to let you know that, okay? But you leave me with no damn choice. I am sick and tired of you. Everything we do, I do it for you. God damn it. Take two. I forgot to put the blank in the chamber. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. We've been through so much in the past couple months, and I just can't take it no more. I gave you new thermostat. I gave you new that. All right, hammer.